Welcome back. You're still with Eye on KZN. Now, what do you do if you want to get away from the hustle and bustle of Durban? Well, you take a short scenic drive to the Valley of 1,000 Hills. It is beautiful and it offers nothing but tranquility. The stunning Valley of 1,000 Hills is a perfect relaxation spot if you've had enough of working 24/7. Driving down through unspoiled nature, experiencing magnificent scenery will drain away any pent-up tension. It is named for countless hills that tumble down the Umgeni River. But this place is more than its scenic hills. There are a fair number of activities and attractions for tourists.
We've got places like the Zulu. There you can see the animal reserve, you can see the crocodile farm, the snake park, the Zulu dancing. We go down, we've got the choo-choo train which runs from Kloof through to Changa. We have places like Makaranga, which is really spectacular eating place, good family outing. We have a lot of small areas as well, which are really little crafts and markets, trade areas, from beading through to artwork.
The arts, crafts, galleries, coffee shops and antique shops available along this route will ensure that there's something for those who are born to shop.
It's a fun area where people can come and they can spend the whole day, they can spend a weekend, they can spend a week experiencing different things, from the cultural through to the fun. There's fun areas, there's animal farms, there's the Zorba balls. There's so much that can be experienced, but it hasn't been released in the past because a lot of them have been the smaller entities which could not market. So we are now trying to market the area as a group, advertise it out there as a fun area. Come and see what we've got, come and experience it, and come and see the culture of the area.
We wanted to get a taste of what can be done here in a day, so off we go to Phezulu Crocodile and Snake Park, where we were greeted by the Zulu dancers.
The unique selling point of Phezulu is the Valley of 1,000 Hills, which you see behind me. That makes it special. That is why it's a success for people. So they come for the natural beauty of the valley. And then the Zulu village and the Zulu dancing is a very, very popular attraction. We get school children right through to foreign guests. Even the Queen Mary comes to see us, busloads. So it's a lot of fun. Then we also have a crocodile farm. We've got over 100 Nile crocodiles. We have a snake park with over 100 different species of snakes. So it's a very educational tour for the kids as well as foreign tourists. They enjoy that. We have the 2 restaurants. You've just had lunch in the Boma. So we do weddings, functions, all that kind of thing as well.
Phezulu Crocodile and Snake Park are the most popular tourist attraction in the 1,000 Hills, drawing in the visitors. After being welcomed by the dancers and given a brief history of the Zulus, tourists can go off to see the crocodiles.
This particular section that we're in currently, we'd have what we call our young adults to our mature age crocodiles. So basically anything that you see in this particular enclosure will be around the age of 20 years to 45 years of age. So we mostly educate people who come into the park mainly about our feeding times and also the type of feed that we'll give in this particular enclosure.
Most of these are Nile crocodiles. The more than 100 crocodiles are fed on meat donated by nearby farmers.
A lot of people are interested in what we have to teach them about crocodiles, and also because we have exciting elements such as your fear factor challenge that you'll see further down. So that challenge allows people to be in touch with the crocodiles in their enclosure. So they purchase a meal of their choice at the Spaza or the Boma, and then they'll make their way with a guide, of course, right through to the Troublemakers enclosure where the Fear Factor Challenge is conducted. They'll dine in the table and chairs over there and basically consume their meal amongst crocodiles, and they'll be awarded with a certificate of bravery thereafter.
No such accolades for me. Try as I may, I couldn't bring myself to get up close and personal with a 3.5 meter long python which weighs 42 kilograms. Failing to fit with the locals, I decided to rather go to the Makaranga Lodge to calm down and get the snake off my mind. We speak to Patricia, who's the front desk manager who has been working for Makaranga Lodge for over 10 years when she was still a general cleaner.
Mrs. Flake, the owner, she grew up in Zimbabwe under the Karanga tribe. So when they bought this place, there were macaranga trees already there, and then they named this place Macaranga.
Most of this 30-acre piece of land is taken up by the popular Japanese garden and waterfall, which is another popular attraction here.
Everywhere you go, there's benches. See, especially elderly guests, they can take a break and sit in the garden and relax.
The lodge also offers comfortable suites, conference facilities, as well as spa treatments to guests. The Thousand Hills experience is gaining popularity as a tourist destination simply because of its majestic beauty, but it also contributing into the economy by providing much needed employment.
We do employ predominantly from the area. I think most of the people here, the employees are from the local areas. We need to do a lot more on that, a huge amount more. I think there's a lot of talent down in the valley, but that's not able to market. And there are various areas here in this village that do take the artwork from the valley and market it up here. But we need to get that out a bit further. A lot of the areas here can't employ a vast number of people, but they can represent the culture of the artwork of what they can do. But there are plans underway to look at promoting tourism opportunities in the area where they will be in charge of their own.
With proper plans in place to grow this route even further, there's no doubt that it's going to be the hub of KZN tourism. Talking tourism and the beautiful Indian Ocean city of Durban, one of my favorite places, of course. We're joined by Philip Sitole, who's the CEO of Durban Tourism, to tell us more. Durban has undergone a major transformation over the past years. Can you tell us what has changed and how does this feed into your whole marketing strategy?
Well, Durban has adopted a new strategy to market itself as one of the top tourist destinations in the world. And that strategy is based on a 7-year plan where we have identified our source markets. And some of the source markets are in Europe, others are in the Americas. In Europe, we've got France, we've got Germany, we've got UK, and many others. And in the US, we've got the USA. And in Africa, strange enough, we have identified Gauteng, not necessarily as a province, but as a country. So our strategy in marketing the city of Durban as a tourist destination in Gauteng, Gauteng will be receiving the same attention that we'll give to UK in terms of the attention and focus. Some of the elements that we're going to use to market Durban, it's around eventing. So we will have events that are taking place in our source markets, which will be showcasing the lifestyle of Durban and its major products, which are going to be packaged together with private sector. And we'll take that into various parts of the world. For example, we are thinking that next year we should be having an event in Trafalgar Square in London, which will be more about showing the UK markets, about experiences that you will have when you come to the city of Durban. But over and above that, what we want to do as the city is to tell people more about our history in terms of culture and heritage of the city.
Talk us through some of the challenges that you come across when you're trying to market Durban to the rest of Africa or to the world.
Well, one of our major challenges is related to the fact that very few people know about Durban, and it's a major challenge. So types of platforms that we are going to use are platforms that are global and platforms that are able to speak directly to potential visitors and tourists. The second challenge that we are facing as the city, it is more around the fact that people think that xenophobia is all over the place, whereas there were almost no incidents of xenophobia in the city of Durban. The other element is around crime, which is a major challenge that is facing South Africa, and it becomes more of a challenge to a city of Durban because it's a city that is not that much known globally. So when you talk about South Africa, and people will start to associate some of the challenges that are faced in other major cities of South Africa, and they will think that it is worse in Durban. So it's one of those issues that we are dealing with.